Hey everybody, it's Maisha Edmond, licensed cosmetologist in the state of New York. I am also a World Trichology Society certified trichologist, and I just wanted to jump on to talk to you about planning for healthy hair. You have to actually have a plan for your healthy hair. I know that we plan trips and we plan birthday parties and of course weddings and all those monumental events, right? And the only time we really even think about planning for hair is when those events come up. But if you plan for healthy hair, it'll be more beneficial to you. Now, this is why I'm even going live about this. So last night was the last night for my first round of case studies for trichology. And our last case study was a person that did not have any issues, did not have any hair loss, wasn't going through anything, but was coming to the trichologist. And I explained to everybody that the reason why she came to the trichologist is because she was a person that believed in preventative services. So she wanted to know what she had to do to continue to have nice hair, what she had to do to continue to have a healthy scalp, what she needed to do as far as her shampoo, her treatments, her conditioners. And so this is what I'm admonishing you to do now. So in New York, literally, we have maybe 2 good months of summer. And everybody knows with the pandemic, summer has not been as eventful as it could have been, right? And so with that, we do know that the weather change is coming. The weather change is coming. And with that, especially if you are in New York, most of my clients and people that I interact with are in New York. Definitely, you already know what to expect. It's going to be warm, and then it's going to be rainy, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's cold because we get about 9 months of winter in New York. Like, no respect, no love, just cold. Okay. And so I want you to begin to plan for healthy hair. So, how do you do that? Great hair doesn't just happen, right? We've seen the memes. It happens by appointment, but it also happens by planning. So, I wrote 5 things down that will help you to begin to prepare and plan for your healthy hair. How do you want your hair to look? How do you want it to feel? Is it growing? Does it look thin? Don't hold on to these straggly ends and scruffy edges, but start to look at some different things. So number one, I want you to get a consultation. It can be a free 15-minute consultation, it can be a virtual consultation, or it can be an in-person consultation. Now let me give you the breakdown of each. If you do the free 15-minute consultation, I've already looked at the answers that you've given, and I'm able to give you a comprehensive plan based on what you've told me. If you do a virtual consultation, we go in a little deeper. I get to see what medications you're taking. I ask you different questions that would allow me to give you an even better, more in-depth answer. And then if you come in to the office, first you get to see that the office is very cute. And then you get to get your body scan. So we have the Zyto scan. And so you get that the Zyto scan. You also get to be scoped. So I look at you under the microscope, take pictures and video of your scalp, and we really just go into everything that you need to do in person. Okay, and so they're all good, but all for a different level of what you need or what you desire. So definitely get a consultation because you just want to know where you stand, especially with healthy hair. You try it yourself, you try to figure it out, and you use, what grandma said and what mom and them said, and it doesn't necessarily work out for your best interest, especially when there's a change in your body. And there are things that we don't even think about when it comes to hair loss. And so we overlook them. And so I'm trained to look at those things and say, hey, you need to go back to doing this or stop doing that. Number two, you want to consider the weather. So if you know that in your area is very dry, or in your area is very hot and humid, then you have to think about these things when you are considering planning for healthy hair. Why? Because if it's super dry and you are flat ironing the stew, okay, somebody say stew, out of your hair, you're going to have a problem, right? If it's really humid and moist in the air, that's a whole different thing, especially if you're wearing wigs, you're wearing weaves, and you're not often shampooing. You don't have time. You don't take the wig off. You do take the wig off, but you don't wash the wig because you only wear it to work. So you don't feel the need to wash the inside of the wig. So now there's fungus and bacteria and all that other stuff. So you want to make sure that you're considering the weather. Am I doing what is conducive to the weather? Number three, you want to find the right products. And so that's where the consultation comes in too. So you can't always just grab whatever is on the shelf, whatever is popular, what you just heard about, something you saw scrolling in the middle of the night. On your Instagram and your Facebook, right? So you want to make sure that what you're doing is, or what you're using is beneficial to your hair. So every shampoo, conditioner, treatment, drops is not for you. And just because it's not like when you feel a little sick and you go to the Walgreens, right? Rite Aid, Dwayne Reed, CVS. And when you go into the medication aisle and you look and you say, okay, all this is cough and cold. So then you say headache, nausea, fever. Okay, no, I don't have this, but I have that. And so you just kind of like self-diagnose. So what you want to do is make sure you have the right shampoo for what you are trying to eliminate, alleviate, help, or for the desired result, right? So if you need moisture shampoo, why are you saying you need moisture shampoo? Are you saying you need moisture shampoo because your hair is dry? And so now we have to look at, why is your hair dry? Then we find out that you are drinking liquids, but you're not drinking water. So all your liquids consist of coffee, tea, Pepsi, ginger ale, honey, ginger ale. So you really have to look at that. So getting the right shampoo, the right conditioner, the right products is really going to help you to help you in your plan or your quest for healthy hair. Next, you want to plan your styles. Plan your styles. Don't just get up and just say, all right, well, I don't know what I'm going to do to my hair today, because you know what that does? It kind of makes you fall victim to wearing the same style over and over again. Should I be talking? No, because I be wearing this bun. But I don't sleep in it. I take it down. What happens is we'll start doing things over and over again. And when you look around, you'll find that you have been flat ironing your hair for 30 days straight. So you haven't thought of, okay, I'm gonna wear this style because of this, or I'm gonna do this differently. I'm gonna change my part. Even something as simple as changing the side or the direction of your part. You'll go on the left, you'll go on the right, then you'll go on the middle. Then maybe you won't have a part. But sometimes we just say, this is my look. I always swoop it over the left eye. And so when you find that you're breaking on the right side and, the hair is just like going through something, you have to look at the styles that you have been wearing. So you want to plan your hairstyles. And then finally, you want to schedule important treatments ahead of time. So these are basic things that you need. You want to get exfoliated maybe every month, every other month. You want your scalp exfoliated, especially if you're using a lot of oils, you're using a lot of grease, serums, if you're if you're wearing a wig and you use Got2b, or even if you use glue, right? You want to make sure that if it's like Got2b or some kind of gel or something like that, that what you're going to be doing is getting that scalp exfoliated so that you can get the product and all the residue off of the scalp. So you want to make sure you schedule your exfoliations. You want to make sure that you also schedule photodynamic therapy. So you might need some type of lighting therapy. So if you know that you have been shedding, you might need some circulation, right? So in that case, you want to make sure that you get the right therapy. Or if you've been wearing your wig for a long time, you've been wearing weaves for a long time, they've been wet, you want to make sure you're getting rid of that fungus. So you want to also schedule those ahead of time as well. So number one, get a consultation. Number two, you want to consider your weather. Number three, you want to find the right products. Number four, you want to plan your styles. And then number five, you want to schedule important treatments ahead of time. I hope I helped you today. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day and happy hair growing.